Guess what? If you seem to be able to find an excuse for every single thing, then you're going to receive 0 results for every single thing. You are not going to feel a greater sense of worth, of purpose, of dignity, of fulfillment. You're gonna continue to feel hopeless, helpless, frustrated. And that's not a place to be. You deserve better than that. You're worth more. You're worth more. But what will it take for you to break past your excuses and start investing in you? There's so many people out there. We got a reason for everything. We're gonna say, well, we're all creatures of habits. Well, that's true. We are creatures of habits, but don't get it twisted. Not all habits are created equal. The old habits are what keep you stagnant and complacent. New habits stimulate growth. I'm gonna say that again. Your old habits keep you in a state of stagnation. You're stuck. New habits stimulate growth because it causes you to try new things, to get out of your comfort zone. Bad habits are a painful drip, drip, drip towards death. Good habits are like an infusion of life, filling you up, building you up, creating momentum and optimism and positivity in your life. But which type of habits are you willing to lock into? I've been hearing this quote going around, right? That what you are choosing is your choice. That's actually not it. Sometimes I don't always remember what I see. But if you're choosing to change nothing, well, that's a choice. That is the point that I'm trying to make. If you are choosing to change nothing in your life, you're acting as if you're in a state of helplessness, and you're gonna just keep expecting for something to happen. Well, guess what? It's probably gonna be a bad thing. It's gonna probably be more of the same. So you have to be able to look at your life, disconnect from the emotions and look at your life. What are your results? Because that is your habits, that is your beliefs, that is your inactions or actions. And the funny, crazy part of this whole thing is for you to get new results, all you have to do is usually stop doing some of the things that are causing the bad results. And so many of us, you're caught up. You are just completely overwhelmed by life that you've given yourself a free pass. You're so ingrained in these beliefs that have created these patterns. Like when you look at the weekend, when you look into the fall and the winter, if you're someone that has been a biggest fanatic of all fanatics, well, you can't see past rooting for your team and watching sports all weekend long. But I'm telling you, how in the heck did I break past that? How did I break free of that? I am not understating the fact that I used to be the biggest sports fanatic out there. Not only did I used to go to like 30 to 50 live games, professional level in Southern California every year, and even just all over the country, but I used to watch wall-to-wall sports. I used to listen to the sports talk radio around the clock. It was my 24/7, 365 infusion of information was all based on sports. And I didn't even gamble sports that much. I just was addicted. I mean, it was just an addiction. And it was a weird thing now that I look back on it. I can't really even stand it. I like looking at the sports websites check out some scores. I might even watch a game cast for a minute. But that's about as much attention as I can give to that. And I know how much that just challenges so many men out there specifically. And I truly do put the onus of transformation and change and leadership on this planet to elevate the vibration of this planet. The betterment of mankind is in the hands of men. For us to switch up, for us to heal. It starts on the inside, right? We have to heal. It's not about going out there and, serving others if you haven't taken care of yourself. I used to do that too. I used to go out and volunteer in disasters all over the country. And I knew that I was running away from my own disaster. And that's a difficult mirror to look into, because there was a lot of good in my service because it was all volunteer. I wasn't going after, 10 times the pay, which I have friends that used to go on disasters and they would only go because that disaster pay was, just ridiculous. And I was out there doing fucking some of the hardest work I've ever done for zero. And that's a big deal, right? That's coming from the heart. But I know deep down inside of me that I was trying to avoid. It was giving me an opportunity to avoid the things I needed to work on. The areas I needed to clean up inside of myself, right? Inside of my home, inside of my family. I needed to take extreme ownership of my life. And I used that as an opportunity to escape. And a lot of you look at your weekends as an opportunity to escape. What are you needing to escape from? The thing you're being forced to do, you ain't being forced to do nada. Nothing. You're not forced. You're not forced to do the job you're doing. You chose that path. Again, that's extreme ownership. And if you're not happy, I'm not saying be reckless, but I'm saying there is a way for you to strategically extract yourself from the place that's not aligned with you. And that could even be a relationship. That could be making a major move, geographically speaking, that you are literally only limited by your beliefs, by your thoughts. And it's so important right here, right now, for you to believe that anything that you can visualize is possible. So I ask you right now, close your eyes. What are you imagining? What can you imagine for your life? What are you imagining from now to the end of the year? What is that imagination? Is there any change from what you did last year? If you close and pause, what do you imagine? What do you wish the rest of this year would look like? If there was no limits to what you could do, what would it look like? You need to start latching on to that belief, to that energy. That is the source of all creation, is our imagination. Nothing existed. This truck right behind me, that building, did not come to just be. No one just walked and said, oh wow, there's a truck. Someone had to imagine it. And everybody around him was like, that's crazy. That's not, how are you going to be able to do that? And yet, boom, there it is. All the components, all the electronics, all the machining, all the engineering, it all came from our imagination. What is so different about you and your life? If you are sitting in a place where you are unhappy, frustrated, overwhelmed, burdened, depressed, sad, lonely, angry, tired, feeling miserable AF, what is so different than for you to start imagining a different result, a different life, a different pattern and ritual for your weekends, for your mornings, for your weekdays, for your months, for all next year? It starts in the mind, and it starts with reprogramming your beliefs, because you're telling yourself, I can't do this, I don't got time for that, I can't afford this, I can't blah, blah, blah. Whether you say you can do it or whether you say you can't do it, guess what? You're right. So at least own that. Own it. Quit complaining. But I believe most of you are ready for some change. And the time has come. It's now. And those of you that are ready for the change and you're ready to start investing in yourself, right? Subscribe to the channel. Comment down below. Be seen, be heard. What is your vision? What are you imagining for yourself? Make it big, make it bold, write it down. Take a picture of what you write down, put it as your screensaver. Start to visualize this. And if you need help to try and really put together a strategy and a plan of how to get it done, reach out to me, resultskillexcuses@gmail.com. If you haven't typed in those 3 magic words yet, Results Kill Excuses, into your app store, download that app. 25 free lessons for self-discovery. That's how much I care about you investing in you. Because I know that if I help you invest in you, we are all collectively gonna make this world a better place. And that is the most important thing right here, right now. I love you guys, you know the drill. Results kill excuses, because if it was easy, it wouldn't be worth it. Greg's out.